Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Verum, your host for today, and welcome back to Jalacraft. Last episode we made this manor behind me and I think it looks quite good. Now today we're moving on to the courthouse that I mentioned last episode. So I did show the resources I had. They are all here, up and running, all ready to be used. So what I'm going to do is immediately start a time lapse and just flatten this area, get rid of this cave thing that I don't even know what it has to do. I don't know what it does, and I swear, tell me I'm not insane. That is a pale oak right there, that one, and that is a cherry. Surely. They look different, man. I swear one's cherry. Oh. Mate, I'm not too sure. Just tell me what you guys think. I swear one of them is different. But let's just start a time lapse. This build looks amazing from a distance. So I'm currently at Ender's base right now and I'm looking at the courthouse, and I gotta say it's probably one of my favorite builds I've done. I am definitely getting better at building. My only problem I have with it is that's supposed to be you. The problem was this was a double, it looked weird, and I also wanted to keep copyright of the crown. So there are these weird banners. I don't know if there's any around here actually. Let's see if we can find one. Yeah, so right here we've got some of these banners. I'm not sure whose they are. I'm pretty sure they're JJ's, which is why I'm kind of in support of it. Hopefully it is his, or I'm supporting the wrong party. They've been around for the longest time. And this is only the first half of the build because, as you can see, it's very not blended in well. It's just a big old building. It's all on lockdown, as you can see, with all of the signs and whatnot. The interior, probably one of my favorites I've done before, because I've never made a build like this. Never. And I didn't actually expect it to come out this good. So that is an upside. If anyone tries to walk in, they can't because there's obsidian. There is this back room, which is over here. I don't want to show too much right now because next episode I'll be showing Skips, who's going to be our judge, what to do in there. So what is next? Well, simple answer, getting resources for this build. So we need half more so, and I also want to get more diamonds because if I come over to my ender chest over here, take out my blue stuff, yeah, we're going broke. Never have I thought I would say 54 diamond blocks is going broke, but here we are. And we've actually got our first player head models on the server. So we spent like a week or two trying to get the owner to get the mods working. He's been really busy, so we don't blame him. And he got all of the mods working that were intended to work. So that is amazing news. So these heads probably won't play anything important in this season, not gonna lie. But there are some new changes which will help us tremendously, especially like a few mods. So as you can see, we can make them in our inventory now. So that is great news. But right here, we've got TNT. And if I find myself some flint and steel, this is my biggest issue with this base. It's so unorganized and I'm not going to change it. I can't believe I have to make new flint and steel because I don't have any. Boom. Now over here is where I'm planning to do the next part of this. So if we don't die, we are nearly dead. And you can see the outline of a blue thing This outline is a Lightmatic file, and it is going to be a tunnel bore, or in other words, a TNT duper, which will help us mine stuff, which will be extremely helpful. But the problem it's a lot of space. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to mine this all out using TNT. And if you can see, I should use it on deep slate. I'm going to increase my brightness. That doesn't really change much. But yeah, it doesn't do a lot of space, but if we have enough of it, so this will all double up very quickly. Now look at the payment we have received pretty much. It's amazing. We got so much out of just a bit of TNT, and this would have taken us yonks to mine, I'm afraid. Like, this would have taken forever, so we're just going to TNT until we've got everything in place and ready for us to bomb it. So I'll see you all when this whole thing is somehow cleared out. Right, so everything is mined out now. As you can see, this actually took quite a hot minute, actually, surprisingly. I moved it back a bit because over here there is an indent, you'll see why, and I needed to leave space for the tunnel bore to actually not blow up the machine. That's going to be a major issue. I'm going to build it once, pray that it doesn't break, and then we're going to go ahead and get a bunch of tough and deep slate. Not really needing deep slate, but mainly tough. And I'm probably going to have to light this place up a lot more, actually. Yeah, because if a creeper jumps onto the machine, that is going to be terrible news. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and start a time lapse of making the tunnel bore. It is quite an advanced one as well. I don't really know if there's many other better designs without it becoming world eaters. So let's just begin a time lapse. This build looks insane. Look how long it goes. And the problem with this is I'm scared to actually touch it because it took me so long, maybe 3 hours to mine everything and build this. But the problem is if it blows up now, then I gotta find all of the resources, and this was 900 slime blocks. It's not a very nice thing to build and get the resources of, especially since it's very complicated. You have to do very specific things, like you have to push the minecart and rail or the TNT blows up. The way you activate it is by pressing this note block. I'm a bit scared to press it, but if it explodes. Please, 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 please. Ooh, okay. Nothing looks wrong with the machine, right? Wait, where's that minecart gone? Where's that minecart gone? Please tell me that's just rendering issues. Still there. Ooh, this thing is giving me a heart attack because I had bad issues with one of these in the past. Surprisingly, it was like exactly a year ago and I've remade it. Ooh, but you can see how great these are to do. These work amazing. And especially if you compare it with a ores resource pack like that. Redstone, gold, all of that, you're like set pretty much. And this will get us all of the diamonds we need. It's a bit late to make this, not gonna lie, because I feel like the server's going to end kinda soon. I say that and we've got like 2 months left. Not 2 months, 6 months. And the server's been up for like 6 as well, so... You know what, I'm glad this machine worked, because last time I built this, the entire thing kept on breaking. I had to rebuild it like 6 or 7 times. No, why did I choose those numbers? But it was a hassle, so I'm really glad this worked first try. Watch it break now, I swear. Well, yeah, we've got 21 diamonds in a span of 5 minutes. So it's not bad, that's for sure. What I think I'm going to do now is head on up, because in my inventory I have this shulker right here. It's birch wood and whatnot, so Ender has asked me to get a few things for him, including 2 villagers. Now I wanted to actually do this off camera, but then I was like, I haven't dealt with villagers in a long time. I also made a bubble column here, so I'm going to use it. Now Ender will give me an IOU if I actually bring it to him, so that's cool. What do I need? I need boat and leads. To be honest, it's a bit weird to even be back here. There's a minecart, right? Why is there no minecart? I just know someone didn't take the minecart away. Yep. So this first mason villager. Yes sir, that was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. And we're on our way to Ender's base now. So we're going to drop these bad boys off. I'm going to spend a bit of time in the mines. And I'm going to try and get as much tough and deep slate. I don't need deep slate, I need tough. And tough's a bit more rare than deep slate. Right, so I'm just going to leave the villagers here, probably right in front of these pillars, maybe just right here, yeah. And of course I've got to take a screenshot and send it to him. Boom. And there's the wood and the birch that he asked for. He wanted 64 saplings and any wood that I got from the saplings. So now I'm going to head to the mine and I'll see you guys when I've got all of the stuff I need for the next part of this video. Okay, so right here we've got a bit of tough, not that much, but I think it's enough to actually get started on the courthouse exterior part. So as you can see here, we have made a bit of progress trying to blend in everything, trying to make some outlines. It doesn't look great at the moment. I don't think this is enough tough, so I'm probably gonna go back into the mines and get a bit more. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to clear out this area and make sure that there is enough space for everything that I want to fit in. So what I want to do is I want to have a road around here, leave this space a bit open, and I want it to be like elevated quite a bit around. You'll see what I mean in a second, but we're just going to clear off this area first. The place is pretty cleared out. I think it's enough at least to actually get started on the build, because I don't really know how I'm going to build this. I'm freestyling this, so all I know is we need a road, we need staircase. Boom. I don't know what I'm doing with all of this yet, so I'm just going to figure it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a time lapse and figure it out on the spot when I'm building. Everything you just saw was in one day. That is kind of wild because we did a lot of progress in one day. I actually spent an hour or two just finishing up smoothing out this terraforming over here. To be fair, it's not the worst terraforming. It looks very flat to me. I'm not really a fan of how the terraforming went, but it works, and I have quite a few more things that I want to do. But over here you can find a diamond pillar, which I collected from earlier in this episode from that tunnel bore, because I had to collect all of that tuff and whatnot. You know how it goes. So I'm going to mine it and I'm going to see how much I get. And that is all of the diamonds we got. That's actually quite a bit. And what we're going to do with that is we're going to spend it on a beacon. Yay! You'll see what I mean very soon. So what I need to do is get my diamond box. I've actually got a lot. I've got more diamonds in there. And how much does this give us? Enough for a diamond beacon. Yes. Now this is the first time ever I've made a diamond beacon in survival, which is insane. I've never had this many diamonds. I'm so glad that I get this opportunity, and we're going to be placing it with my first beacon on the server, the only one. I still have a bunch of wither skulls, but we're just, ooh. And it's no hippie one where it's got some iron in the middle. It's going straight down. Full diamond. Oh yeah. I actually made this spot reserved just for a diamond beacon because I thought it would be cool. And we've still got a few different things that I want to do here. So we need a fountain, we need a road, we need a few extra things that I want to place down. But we still have one more day because the court case is tomorrow, as a matter of fact. So we're going to have to get this done and all ready for tomorrow. Hopefully the video will be long enough. I won't have any extra things to do. I might actually go ahead and kill the wither because I am running out of... I actually don't have any beacons after this. So here we go. Final block. Yeah, that looks pretty sick. Oh, there should be an achievement, not gonna lie. And that's pretty cool. So I'm going to check that up in the future and make sure no one has stolen the inside and replaced it with iron or something, because that would be pretty annoying. So we've got the resources for the road down here. Let me show you how much we got. I don't think we'll need all of them, but that's all we need, I think. Oh wait, no, I'm missing out. There's a bunch of deep slate as well, but they're scattered everywhere over here. So it's going to be the same gradient as this that I used on these stairs. And I actually did my first trees on the server, first custom trees, as you can see over here, just to blend it. There is a skeleton in there. I've been trying to avoid having mobs spawn in these places. So what we're going to do right now is we're actually going to head on over here, up these stairs, and right here there's this little platform, and I want to make a statue, but problem is I don't really know what I'm doing with this. But I know if you do, I think that's the best one. We're going to keep it same scale for now. I do need a better head, but for now that'll be fine. Got a sword. I might put my armor on it, as a matter of fact. That's a bit dumb, but it's fine. Well, it looks a bit weird now. Maybe because I don't have any intended armor. You know what we're going to do? We're going to strip him down. I don't think I'll use my head because we got it working earlier. First killed by Verum. AFK. Oh, didn't know it had that AFK thing next to it. That was a glitch that happened. So what I might do... You know what? Bad Omen 2. I might do a raid so we can get a pillager head. Because I did have one, but I can't find it. And I would like to actually have a totem for the first time on the server. That would be kind of cool because I haven't had one. Okay, so... I've brought in a few. So we've got Bad Omen 2, and Bad Omen 5. So we're just going to go with the first one and see what happens. There we go. Now what I'm going to do, set my spawn, get my bow. You know what? I'm just going to go straight in. Where's the final guy? This is why I didn't really want to be in a forest, but that's fine. This guy's stuck. Okay, this guy's really gotta go. Oh, he's dead anyways. Now that we actually have our first totem, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the rest off camera and just cut to when I'm fully done with the raid and see if I actually got good stuff. You know, this isn't a bad amount of stuff. We got enough emeralds for food to buy them, and we got quite a few totems, and I didn't die once, so it was worth it. But I did waste a lot of time, so I'm just going to head back to spawn. I don't know why I did this, to be honest. I just wanted to try a raid because I haven't done one this season. This is a 5,000 block journey. Okay, I'll see you guys when I'm back at spawn. Right, so I just remembered why I went to the red thing, and it was to get ahead, and that's because I had the armor saved up over here. Oh, I don't even need the armor stand. But right, if I add, what form? Winning? There we go. I think that looks pretty good, if you ask me. Now, next thing I wanted to do was I wanted to get some, I need a lightning rod. And there we go. That's like a microphone, right? Would you say that looks like a microphone? I hope it does. Yep, that's like perfect. Right, it's midday for me and I've still got a lot to do. I've spent 7 hours doing jack all, so I'm going to have to lock in and get some builds done. So let's restart up another time lapse and try and get this road and some other things set up. So we've got the shulkers all up and ready, we've got the microphone. I got what I wanted to do, so let's start a new time lapse. Yay! Right. So there is no time lapse because my Minecraft is broken. Yippee! I honestly don't know what happened, but it's just broken. I've been trying to render it for like 2-3 hours now. It just will not render. It just keeps on breaking. I've checked up with the storage. I don't know. I've checked the memory. I don't know what the problem is besides from my PC is just not able to run it. So I'm just going to give you guys a rundown of what I've done if I can join the Minecraft world. Okay, I am back into the world now and you can see quite a bit has happened. There's a graveyard, but we'll go over that first. So the main thing was the road. Did I show you the microphone in the time lapse? I think that was before the time lapse. I don't know how I forgot. I finished editing the last clip like 2 hours ago, so not even that long ago. But we've got the road. This is the road. It does cut off rather drastically, and the coolest part about this is it's got gradients, but it's also got this custom armor stands making these cool little vents, and I'm pretty sure this was what was causing my replay mod to break because I was spamming a bunch of these because there's probably like 30 armor stands here, 20 armor stands, because these take a lot of armor stands and they're like 4 or 5 of these things for the sewer systems. I really like them. They're not bad, but my favorite thing about this is actually the perspective from down here. We've got 2 fountains, by the way, and you can see the manor that we did last episode, which it looks amazing from here, and especially with shaders, but I haven't used shaders. Someone took a screenshot on the Discord recreating one of the angles. But here we've got a graveyard, and here you can see we've got Skez, Swaggiest Penguin, Roy Dumond, and No Zero Bruh. These 2 actually got banned for breaking rules, I think, for cheating, x-raying, stuff like that. But these two left the server, and I did want to fill up the graveyard, so I placed it here. And the reason why I placed the graveyard was because it was a very empty spot here and I didn't know what to put here, and I actually kind of like how it turned it out. Turned it out, yeah, I don't know. We've also got the trees that I made because I wanted to make this a park area, but I just couldn't be stuffed making more trees. Now over here we've also got these benches around the place, and we've got the pathway just leads off to nothing on both sides. And yes, I did fix up the terrain on the ends of all of these. So over here we've got another tree, and you walk up here and there's a little back porch area, woo, and then there's the courthouse area at the back for sitting around, I don't know. And we've got another part here which I might change around in the future for like to make this stall stand out, because this stall was the first one on the server, so that I feel like we can't get rid of it. And everything here has been customly terraformed, if that's a word, and it's quite impressive to me because I feel like I've never done something to the scale in survival. And you've also got the ship right there that I made like 2 episodes ago, which, gee, it feels a lot longer than that. We've got an ender chest for anyone that wants to use an ender chest, and everything just works together. And we've got the diamond beacon that we made a bit earlier, and I'm really proud of how this turned out. Now this episode is getting on the long side, so it doesn't oh, that's a bit of a problem with this statue. It doesn't really load in the greatest, But we're all ready for next episode where the courthouse is going to happen. And as a matter of fact, it got pushed back by a week because certain people couldn't come, including the judge that we found. Now, before we end off, I want to actually come over here and show you guys what I've done, because a bit off camera, I just started doing this and you may notice it. It's very organized, something I don't think I'll do next season, and if I do, I'm going to start from day one, because all of these chests are still full, but there's no shulker box mess. And we've got all of these organized. It is great. We've got shulkers full of them if I ever need them, so now I won't spend 50 years looking for it, and I can just look for the block that I need. Now this will help us with future builds, especially with the leaves, grass, and what not. But that is all I have today, and I hope you guys did enjoy, and I will all... Honestly, what am I saying? I can't speak right now. I'll see you all later. Goodbye.